Hello. Okay, Arjun Gaming is here. Suraj, Ashok, Arjun, Ashok Tiwari, Prajwal, Sujit, Anand, Shubham. All right, all right. Okay, can you hear me now? Suraj Singh, Sujit Kumar. I think voice must be clear now. All right, fine. Okay. So a very good evening to all of you. I, Rupali Singh, welcome you all in our channel GS World. Shubham Verma, hello. All right. Okay. So, all right. So, for all the updates of your current affairs, we have Hindi medium classes as well as English medium classes in our channel GS World. For that, you have to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you can get all the notifications timely and you can join the class on time. Alright, apart from this, please do like the session and share it with your friends so that others can also avail the benefit from these classes. Alright, okay. It is our Telegram channel. There is a Telegram channel also named as GS World IS. You can join this. Telegram channel for the updates of your PDF material. You will get all the PDF material of current affairs from this channel. All right. Okay. Let's move to the session and we are going to start the session. All right. Okay. Sachin, Deepak, Aarti, Vinay, Rajiv, Tonu, Rani, Shubham, Dheeraj, Amrit. Very good evening and hello to all of you. And welcome in our channel of GS World. Alright, so let's just start the session. Here it is a question for all of you and you have to firstly answer the question and then we will begin the session of our current affairs and we will also take up a news article today. Alright, okay, so let's move to the question. Your question is, which statement is true with reference to recently launched PM Vani scheme? You know that there is a scheme named as PM Vani scheme which is launched by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. So you know you have to read these statements and you have to tell that which of the following statements are true with reference to this scheme. Alright, your first option is, it aims to enhance the women and neonatal intensive care units in the country. Your next option is, it aims to elevate wireless internet connectivity in the country. Your third option is, it aims to improve the perspective for regional trade and investment in West African nations. And your last option is, it aims to improve the perspective for regional trade and investment in West Asian countries. Alright guys, so you have to answer this question firstly and then we will move to our current affairs. This is a warm-up question for all of you. Okay, Ankit, good evening. Good evening. World Krant is here. Good evening. Rani, hello. Sachin. Alright. Okay, all of you answer the question please. B is correct. Vinay has answered the question that B is correct, ma'am. All right. Dheeraj is also answering the question as B. Okay, very well. Okay, Deepak is answering B. World Kranti B. All right. Anand is answering B. Very well done, guys. All right, PM Vani scheme. What is it? All right, you know that PM means Prime Minister. Vani is the full form for Wi-Fi connectivity. W for Wi-Fi. We will take up this session. We will take this scheme in detail later on. So it is related to, or it aims to elevate wireless interconnectivity in the country for free of cost. All right. So this is the scheme and let's see the explanation of this question. The question is, the central government has recently launched Prime Minister Wi-Fi Access Network Interface, and Vani stands for Wi-Fi Access Network Interface, PM Vani, and is associated with the establishment of public Wi-Fi networks across the country. As we see that in the earlier days we have seen that there are PCOs, alright, where we can go and call our relatives and our close ones, and similarly there will be some hotspots like Wi-Fi hotspots by which we can avail the benefits of all the Wi-Fi internet connectivity, that also free of cost. Alright, okay, Bharat Sharma, good evening. Yes, of course, I am very well. How are you? Alright, Prime Minister Wi-Fi Access Network Interface PM Wani is being seen as an attempt by the government to elevate wireless internet connectivity in the country. Alright, so as you know that in India there is very much problem of networking. Alright, so that is why we have seen that there are some recent technological advancements by which we would be able to get free internet connectivity by Geo network. Alright, and this is the by in 2018 there was a declaration by National Digital Communications Policy that there will be 5 million internet connectivity by the year of 2020, and by the year 2022 there is a target of 10 million internet connectivity. But if we talk about in the year of 2020, there is only 1 lakh Wi-Fi hotspots. Alright, so that is why this PM Wani scheme is being launched to get more and more internet connectivity in the country. Alright. Yes, of course, Bharat is saying that friends, share this session among your friends and groups. Yes, of course, all of you guys, please share this session with your friends so that others can also join. Okay, Mukesh, good evening. Himanshu, good evening. Alright. Okay, so let's take up the current affairs news of today's. Alright, your first news is 14th of December is celebrated as National Energy Conservation Day. Alright, so let's see what is the news behind this. The news is Energy Conservation Day is observed every year on December 14th, and it focuses on making people aware of global warming and climate change and promotes efforts towards saving energy resources. Apart from this, in India, the Energy Conservation Act was also implemented by the Energy Efficiency Bureau, in short BEE, in the year 2001, and from that year onwards we celebrate Energy Conservation Day on 14th of December every year. Apart from this, Energy Efficiency Bureau is a constitutional body which works under the Government of India. Alright, so you have to remember that when is Energy Conservation Day celebrated? So it is celebrated on 14th of December every year. Alright, okay. Let's move to our next news, and it is celebrated by it was announced by Energy Efficiency Bureau in the year 2001. Alright, let's move to our next news, and here it is. The next news is Indian Railways launches trial project of HMIS. It is trial. Alright, so HMIS, what is HMIS? It is Hotel Management Information System, Hospital Management Information System. You know that Indian Railways is very innovative these days, and it has launched that Hospital Management Information System by which all the hospital facilities like your clinical diagnosis, examinations and other things, we can avail it on the Indian Railways, under the Indian Railways also. Alright, so what is the news? Let's see. Indian Railways launched a trial project of the Hospital Management Information System on December 11th, 2020. The HMIS in Railways has been developed by Indian Railway in coordination with RailTel Corporation Limited. Alright, apart from this, the objective of this HMIS is to provide a single window of clearance of hospital administration activity such as clinical diagnosis, pharmacy, examinations and industrial health, etc. Alright, so this is the thing that Indian Railways launches a trial project of HMIS, which is a very important and very relevant for your exam point of view. Alright, Amit, Radhe Radhe, how are you? Alright, okay, let's move to our next current affairs news, and your next news is there is a species of sero, that is the Himalayan sero, and which is thought to be an extinct species, but we have just seen, we have spotted this Himalayan sparrow in Spiti Valley recently. So this is the news, and you have to remember that where it got spotted, because this is important, and it can be asked in your examination that the Himalayan serow, which is a subspecies of mainland serow and which is an extinct species, is being spotted in which area. So it is in Spiti Valley. Alright, let's see the news in detail. The Himalayan serow, alright, it is a kind of bovine family. It belongs to bovine family, and the Himalayan serow, it is a subspecies of the mainland serow that was presumed to be extinct. Alright, it was presumed that it is an extinct species, but was sighted and photographed in the cold deserts of the Spiti Valley for the first time. Alright, so recently it got spotted in the Spiti Valley. Apart from this, it has also been listed as endangered species by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. Alright, so by IUCN, International Union for Conservation for Nature, it has been listed endangered species by IUCN. Apart from this, hunting of the Himalayan serow is also prohibited, as it is included under the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. Alright, likely and share. Oh, okay. Noted. Alright, very good, guys. Please do like the session and share it with your friends. Okay, so I hope you all have got it that the Himalayan serow, it is a extinct species, and it got spotted near Spiti Valley. Alright, okay, let's move to our next news. And your next news is that there is a bilateral relationships between two countries, and those countries are Israel and Bhutan. Alright, yes Mukesh, definitely you will get PDF, but after this session and on the Telegram channel. So firstly you have to join the channel, Telegram channel, and named as GS World IS. Alright, okay, let's move to our next news. Israel established diplomatic relations with the Himalayan kingdom of Bhutan. Alright, you know Israel is a country, its capital is Jerusalem. Alright, and Benjamin Netanyahu is the Prime Minister of this country, and Reuven Rivlin is the President. And if we talk about Bhutan, its capital is, Bhutan's capital is Thimphu. Gultram is its currency, and Lote Shering is the Prime Minister of Bhutan. So both of these countries has established a diplomatic relations with the Himalayan kingdom. Alright, with the Himalayan kingdom of Bhutan and Israel. The deal with Bhutan comes days after Morocco agreed to normalize relations with Israel, the fourth Arab state to do so since August 2020. Alright, so after Morocco, it is Bhutan which has dealt with any Arab nation, and that is Israel. Apart from this, key areas of cooperations between the two countries would include economic, technological, and agricultural development. Alright, so these will be the key areas where both of the countries will have their bilateral relations. Alright, so which of the two, the question might be asked that which of the following two nations has established their diplomatic ties, and your options must be Iran and Iraq, alright, Israel and Iraq, Israel and Bhutan, and Israel and Nepal. So your answer would be Israel and Bhutan. Don't confuse, and do remember it very well. Alright, I hope you all are getting my point. Okay, so Mukesh, Amit, alright, okay. Let's move to our next news. Your next news is NPP's Nana Akufo-Addo wins re-election. Alright, so what is the news? NPP means New Patriotic Party, and the president of this new patriotic party, that means who is it? Nana Akufo-Addo, and he wins the re-election of Ghana. Alright, so Ghana is a country, its capital is Accra, and its currency is Cedi, C-E-D-I. Alright, so let's see what is the news. Ghana's president Nana Akufo-Addo has been re-elected after contesting in a tightly contested election in December 2020. So who has become the president of Ghana again? So it is none other than Nana Akufo-Addo, who was also the president, who was also the president earlier. Alright, so Sheel, good evening. Let's see. He has defeated long-time opponent John Mahama. So, who was the opponent? So, opponent was John Mahama. His new patriotic party has secured 51.6% vote. As you see that there is a very close difference between the number of votes. So, his new patriotic party has secured 51.6% vote, and Republic of Ghana is located in the western part of Africa, and it has held regular elections since it turned into a democracy 30 years ago. And if we talk about Ghana, its capital is Accra and its currency is Cedi. Alright, so you have to remember that who is the new president of Ghana. It is Nana Akufo-Addo. Let's move to our next question, and here it is, and your next question is on the screen. So do answer the question. I am going to read this question. Consider the following statements with respect to PM Swanidhi, that is Swanidhi scheme, which was announced in the month of June. That means on 1st of June 2020 it got announced by our Prime Minister. And what is it? You have to see the statements, you have to look at it and answer the question. Alright, so your first statement is Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs is the nodal ministry implementing this scheme. And your next statement is the major objective of the scheme is to provide affordable working capital loan up to rupees 10,000 to street vendors. And now you have to answer that which of these statements given above is or are correct. Your options are 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, and last option is neither 1 nor 2. Alright guys, answer all of you. I want all of you to answer whether you know the answer or not. You have to answer. Alright, you just have to guess if you don't know the answer. Alright, okay. Bharat is saying something. Ma'am, convey my namaste to Amran sir, as I remain busy and not able to join his classes. Told him that my PC's interview was excellent. Very soon I'll come over there to meet GS World team. Alright Bharat, I'll definitely convey your namaste to Imran sir, and it's very good that your interview was excellent. I hope you will get selected very soon, and we will be very obliged. All the GS World team will be very obliged by this by you. Alright, and definitely you come over here and meet us. Alright, World Kranti is answering the answer as third. Anand Kumar is saying option number B. Alright, Mukesh C. Vishwas third. World Kranti, alright, saying sorry B. Alright, okay, Dheeraj is saying B. Math by Abhay sir. Good evening, Abhay. Alright, how are you? Vishwas is saying third. Alright, Anand is also saying third. Okay, let's see what is the correct answer. Alright, see, PM Swanidhi scheme. If we get the full form of this, it is Swanidhi scheme. Alright, what is it? It is known as the Prime Minister Street Vendor Atmanirbhar Scheme. Alright, PM Swanidhi scheme, its full form is Prime Minister Street Vendor Atmanirbhar Nidhi scheme, and both of the answers, that means option number 1 and 2, both are correct, because yes, it is the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs is the nodal ministry implementing this scheme. And apart from this, yes, of course, the objective of this scheme is to provide affordable working capital of loan up to rupees 10,000 to street vendors, and that too without any collateral. Alright, and this loan will be given to the street vendors or the farmers or that thelewalas, that too without any taking collateral, and this amount have to be paid within 1 year in installments. Alright, the amount have to be paid within 1 year, and that too without that too in installments. Okay, so let's take up the details of the answer. PM Swanidhi scheme, that means Pradhan Mantri Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi scheme. The Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs MOHUA has launched Pradhan Mantri Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi for providing affordable loans to street vendors. Alright, so it is basically a scheme to provide affordable loans to street vendors. Yes, of course, Mukesh, your answer was correct. Vishwas has also answered the question correctly. Alright, Anand Kumar and Maths by Abhay sir, Sanjay Yadav. Alright, yes, of course, all have answered the question correctly. Okay, okay, so let's see. Apart from this, the scheme would benefit vendors, hawkers, thelewale and people involved in goods and services related to textiles, apparel, artisan products, barbers shops, laundry services, etc. in different areas. Alright, there is a website of PM Swanidhi scheme there where these vendors and others can visit and fill the form and get their registration and can avail the benefit of getting the loan. Alright, the vendors can avail a working capital loan of up to rupees 10,000 which is repayable in monthly installments within a year, and the loans would be without any collateral. Alright, so what are the conditions of this? The loan can be provided to these street vendors without any collateral, and apart from this they would be given an amount of rupees 10,000, which is important because it can be asked that what is the amount of which can be given to the street vendors, and this is 10,000 rupees and they can pay it in monthly installments within a year. Alright, okay, civil servant student is here. Very good evening. Okay, so let's take up another news. This is the this was the question, so that you can keep getting the idea that what can be asked in your examination and how you have to answer these questions. Alright, okay, let's see our next current affairs news, and what is it? 26th edition of DST CII Technology Summit. Alright, it has been launched, and what is it? Let's see. DST means Department of Science and Technology. It means Department of Science and Technology, and you know that who is the Minister of Science and Technology? Alright, it is Harshvardhan, Dr. Harshvardhan. And what is the full form of CII? Alright, Confederation of Indian Industry. Confederation of Indian Industry. Alright, so DST CII Technology Summit, and it was the 26th edition which was launched, and it was held virtually. Let's see what is the news behind this. Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan addressed 26th edition of DST CII Technology Summit between India and Portugal, held virtually from December 7 to 9, 2020. Alright, apart from this, the DST CII Technology Summit 2020 was organized by the Department of Science and Technology, DST, Government of India and Confederation of Indian Industry. Alright, so these are the three departments, or you can say that Department of Science and Technology, Government of India and Confederation of Indian Industry. These three has launched the DST CII meeting or summit. Alright, okay, so this was the news, and which edition was this? So this was the 26th edition. Alright, okay, so let's move to our next news. Alright guys, please do like the session and share it with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed the channel yet, please do subscribe it and press the bell icon so that you can get the notification from the of all the videos. Alright, okay, let's see. Russian Navy to join NATO countries in drills. Your next news is that there is a news that Russia, after the 2011, in the year of 2011, it has taken part in the NATO drill exercise, and after 2011, now it has decided to take part in the NATO countries drill. What is the news behind it? Let's see. The Russian Navy will take part in military drills with multiple NATO members for the first time since 2011. In the year 2011, the military exercise that has taken place was named as Bold Monarch. Bold Monarch. Alright, and it was held in Spain by the Spain. Alright, Spanish drill was there, named as Bold Monarch in 2011 by the NATO countries, and in that year, after that year, Russia hasn't taken part in the NATO drills. So now Russian Navy has decided to take part in military drills with the multiple NATO members. And how many members are there in the NATO countries? So there are 30 members. Alright, apart from this, some North American members are also there. If you talk about NATO, it is a North Atlantic Treaty Organization which was established in the year of 1949. In the year of 1949, it was established. Its headquarter is in Brussels, Belgium. Its headquarter is in Brussels, Belgium. And the head of NATO is Jens Stoltenberg. Alright, Jens Stoltenberg is the head of NATO. So this is the thing about NATO. So the drills will involve 30 countries with 10 engaging their fleets and the rest sending observers. Apart from this, the drill will be named as Aman. Aman means peace in Urdu. Aman means peace in Urdu. The Aman 2021 drills will involve anti-piracy exercises off the coast of Pakistan in February 2021. And if the question is asked in your examination like who is the host country for this Aman 2021 exercise, so what will be your answer? Alright, okay, all of you want you to answer this question, that who will host Aman 2021 military exercises. Military exercise. Alright, okay. Answer this question. Which country will host Aman 2021 military exercise? I am giving you the question here. Your question is, which country will host Aman 2021 drill exercise? And your options are France, Italy, Pakistan, or Russia. Okay, now answer this question. Which country will host Aman 2021 drill exercise in the year of 2021? Alright, Vishwas has already answered the question, Pakistan. Okay, let's see the answers of others also. All of you guys do answer this question. The question is, which country will host Aman drill exercise in the year 2021? And your options are France, Italy, Pakistan, or Russia. Okay, all right. Dheeraj has also answered the question C. Bharat is saying Pakistan. Very good. Okay. Yes, of course, Pakistan will be hosting. And you know that Pakistan, though, is not a part of NATO organization. Alright, it is not a part of this organization, but still it has some close allies with the countries like United States and some other countries. So it will be hosting this drill. Alright, okay, do remember that Pakistan is not a part of is not among the 30 nations of North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Alright, Mukesh has answered C, Sanjay is Pakistan, Samsher C, Mukesh C, Anand C. Very well done, guys. Okay, let's move to our next news. Gates, you know, Bill Gates has been honored with Lifetime Achievement Award. It is a very important news. Alright, so it can be asked in your exam directly that who has Yes, who has honored with Lifetime Achievement Award, and your answer is that Bill Gates. Yes, Bharat, I have just said that in fact Pak is definitely not a part of North Atlantic Treaty Organization, but still it is hosting. Alright, okay, let's see what is the news behind it. The Bill Gates was conferred with the Lifetime Achievement Award at the TIE Global Summit 2020 held virtually. If I talk about TIE, so what is it? Its full form is the Indus Entrepreneurs. The Indus Entrepreneurs. It is a non-profitable organization, alright, and what does it do? It ranks the businessmen all over the world. So TIE Global Summit 2020 has been held virtually, and Bill Gates has been honored as the Lifetime Achievement Award. For this award, Bill was selected by a jury which comprised of founder N.R. Narayan Murthy, president and chairman Sparta Group, Guru Raj Deshpande. Alright, apart from this, along with the Lifetime Achievement Award, TIE has announced various awards under various categories as part of its global summit. Alright, okay, so let's move to our next news. Your next news is submachine gun completes successful trials. There is a machine known as the subgun machine, and it has conducted its successful trials. And who has developed it? Of course, DRDO, that means Defense Research Development Organization. Let's see the news. A submachine gun designed by the DRDO. Alright, what is its full form? Defense Research Development Organization. Defense Research Development Organization. It was established in the year of 1958. Its headquarters is in New Delhi, and the Secretary General of DRDO and the Chairman of DRDO is G. Satish Reddy. So, a submachine gun designed by the DRDO has successfully undergone the Defense Ministry's user trials. The successful completion of trial has paved the way for this 5.56 cross 30 mm guns induction into the armed forces. The DRDO designed Joint Protective Venture Carbine. It is a Joint Protective Venture Carbine, and what is it? It is a gas operated semi-automatic weapon, and its rate of fire is more than 700 rounds per minute. Alright, so it is a very important innovation, and which has been done by DRDO. Alright, okay, let's take up another news. And your next news is Helpage India gets 2020 United Nations Population Award. Alright, so what is it? Let's see. You know, Helpage India is an organization which is a non-profit organization and non-governmental organization based in India to help the elderly people. Alright, let's see. NGO Helpage India received the 2020 United Nations Population Award in the institutional category, and it is the category of institutional category, for its contribution towards serving disadvantaged elderly people and raising awareness on their cause. Apart from this, the United Nations Population Award, established by the United Nations General Assembly in the year of 1981, recognizes contributions in the fields of population and reproductive health. Alright, so this was the news that this question can be asked in your examination, that who among the following or which organization among the following has got the 2020 United Nations Population Award, and your answer will be Helpage India. Okay, so let's move to our next question, and your next question is Bear Sheet 2 mission to the moon, which is often seen in news, is associated with which country? And your options are China, USA, Russia and Israel. Alright guys, now it's your turn to answer the question. So answer this question, that which among the following, which of the following is the country which is related to the Bear Sheet 2 mission to the moon? And your options are China, USA, Russia or Israel. Alright, Keep answering the question, start answering the question, alright. Dheeraj has answered the question as option number D, Israel should be the answer. Mohan Sharma has also answered the question Israel, alright. Okay, let's see others answer also. Civil servant student has answered the question as option number A. Okay, Mukesh A, very good. Manish is saying A. Okay, Vishwas has answered the question D. All right, all right. Do like the session, guys, and please share it with your friends. Okay, let's see what is the correct answer, and the correct answer is, of course, Israel. All right. So Israel has launched Beresheet 2 mission, which is related to the moon. Let's see what is the news in detail, what is the explanation behind this question, and the explanation is Israel launched the Beresheet 2 project known as the Beresheet, which means Genesis. This project will be made up of 3 adjacent spacecrafts. Alright, there will be spacecrafts that will be launched 3 at a time, and it aims at landing an unmanned craft. Alright, this spacecraft will be unmanned on the moon in 2024. Which year? Your year would be 2024. The news is very important because it can be asked that statements related question that with reference to the Beresheet 2 mission, consider the following statements and which of the following statements is or are correct. So firstly, you should know that it aims at landing an unmanned craft on the moon. It is your first point. And by which year? By the year of 2024. Your second point, after a previous such mission had crashed into the lunar surface. There was a mission named as Beresheet in the year 2019. It got crashed. Alright, so it was the news, and again it has launched Beresheet 2 project for the landing on moon, and it will be unmanned craft. Alright, let's see. The original Beresheet, that means Beresheet 1, was a spacecraft built by Israeli NGO Space IL and state-owned Israel Aerospace Industries. Alright, it had reached the moon in April 2020, but suffered an engine failure as it prepared to land, and the mission got failed. And now recently Israel again launched the Beresheet 2 mission. Let's take up. Israel would become the 4th nation to land on the moon, only after Russia, the US and China. Alright, so Russia, US and China has already landed on the moon, and it will be the 4th nation, Israel will be the 4th nation to land on the moon after Russia, US and China. Alright, so this was the news, and now we will take up our news article. Before that, there is other missions related to moon. Alright, let's see what is the other missions and how India is doing, what India is doing in space regarding moon landing. India has planned a new moon mission named Chandrayaan 3. Chandrayaan 2 has already launched, and now new mission would be named as your Chandrayaan 3. It is likely to be launched in the early 2021. Alright, apart from this, the United Arab Emirates has decided to send an unmanned spacecraft to the moon in the year 2024. So, don't get confused, guys. Israel has also decided to send an unmanned spacecraft to the moon by the year 2024. Apart from this, United Arab Emirates has also decided to send an unmanned spacecraft to the moon in the year 2024. So both the countries are working on it. Alright. Artemis is a crewed space flight program of the NASA, that means National Aeronautics and Space Administration, that has the goal of landing the first women and the next man on the moon, specifically at the lunar south pole region by 2024. Alright, so by 2024, US Space Agency NASA has also going to launch Artemis, a space flight program in which the first woman and the next man is going to land on the surface of moon. Alright, so this is a very important news, guys, for all of you. All right, so do like the session and share it with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed the channel, please do subscribe it so that you get all the notifications of the current affairs videos. All right, okay, let's take up our news article, and it is our first news article. And your news article is 5th India Water Impact Summit. As you know that it has been launched recently, and it was the 5th edition of India Water Impact Summit. So let's take up what are the headlines, why it is in news, and what is the important takeaways of related to these news. Okay, let's see. What is the headline? You know that United Nations, Union Jal Shakti Minister inaugurates 5th India Water Impact Summit IWIS with focus on Earth Ganga river conservation synchronized development. Alright, and this was the news that our Union Jal Shakti Minister, who is it, Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, he has inaugurated 5th India Water Impact Summit with the focus on Earth Ganga river conservation synchronized development. And why it is in news? It is in news because IWIS will forge greater interaction between investors and stakeholders in water sector and promote international cooperation for water and river management. Alright, apart from this, what is the issue behind these? There are some issues, and what are the aim of doing this this IWIS? Let's see. This summit is aimed at discussing and disseminating the needs for the modalities of embracing Earth Ganga and the vision of the Prime Minister in sectors that closely interweave with river conservation. Apart from this, the focus of IWIS is on Earth Ganga river conservation synchronized development, and the theme for this IWIS 2020 was comprehensive analysis and holistic management of local rivers and water bodies. Who were the organizers of this IWIS? The organizers were the 5th India Water Impact Summit was organized by NMCG, that means National Mission for Clean Ganga, and Center for Ganga River Basin Management and Studies. So it is organized by two organizers. One was your NMCG, that means National Mission for Clean Ganga, and the other one was Center for Ganga River Basin Management and Studies, that means C Ganga. Alright, let's move to the conclusion, and the conclusion was the 5th IWIS will forge greater interaction between investors and stakeholders in the water sector and promote international cooperation between India and many foreign countries for water and river management. Alright, so this was a very important program, this was very important summit which was being launched. Alright, so this is your next news article. As we are short of time, so we have to take it in a hurry. Alright, okay, so I hope that you all have understood this news, that is IWIS Interwater Impact Summit. Alright, so let's see our next news article, which is also very important for your exam and which can come in your mains exam, or you can say that in your essay writing also. Alright, so let's see what is the news and what is the news article. Your news article is PM Vani scheme. We have taken up the question regarding this also. So let's take the news in detail. Alright, so what is the context? Union Cabinet has just approved Prime Minister Wi-Fi access network interface known as the PM Vani scheme. This is being seen as an attempt by the government to elevate wireless internet connectivity in the country. Alright, so this is important that there would be elevation of wireless internet connectivity in the country, so that others who are deprived of the internet connectivity, like small villages or those who don't have to pay, who doesn't have money to pay for the internet, and they are lacking behind due to internet connectivity. They are not able to have their jobs properly. They are not they cannot study, as online education is also very prevalent in the country during pandemic. So this scheme has been launched. Alright, Aman Kumar, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Let's see the key features of PM Vani scheme. What are the key features? First will be your public data offices. There will be public data offices comparable to a PCO or a cyber cafe. As you know that there were PCOs, alright, and there are cyber cafes also where we would avail the Wi-Fi network. Now there will be PDOs, that means public data offices, and it will establish, maintain and operate only the Vani compliant, that means Wi-Fi access points, to deliver broadband services to its subscribers. These PDOs will either provide internet on their own or will lease from some other internet service providers. Alright, and PDO aggregators, that means PDOAs, will also be set up. This is important, and these will perform the function of authorization and accounting of the numerous PDOs. Alright, yes, of course, by 2030 complete Wi-Fi. Yes, Mukesh. Alright, okay, let's see. The app provider, there would be an app, and the app provider will develop the app to register users and discover PM Vani compliant Wi-Fi hotspots nearby. Apart from this, a central registry will be set up which will maintain details of all app providers, PDOAs and PDOs. The registry will be handled by the Center for Development of Telecommunications. Apart from this, a customer wanting to access the network from a PDO's premise can do so only after an eKYC authentication. Let's move. Do you know that service providers had in 2018 stated that they aimed to provide 5 lakh hotspots by March 31, 2019 and 10 lakh hotspots by September 30, 2019. However, these targets have not been achieved yet. Alright. Okay, Irfan. I'm sorry to say, Irfan, this is English medium classes for current affairs. So if you want the class for Hindi medium, you can attend the class of Imran sir. Alright. Anu, this is the channel of GS World, or this is the class specifically for the English medium students, current affairs class for English medium students. That is why this class, if you are Hindi medium student, you can attend the class of Imran sir. This is basically the class for English medium students. Alright. Yes, of course, Sneha, Hindi is forever, and Hindi is always Zindabad. But yes, of course, English, we have to take up English because there are some students who can't understand Hindi and who are English medium student who face problem for current affairs and Hindi medium. That is why I am here to help those students. Alright. Okay. Let's see. PM Vani scheme that enables public Wi-Fi data service through small retail data offices can get many more people connected, just as long distance telephony was expanded through STD public call offices over 3 decades ago. What are the merits of PM Vani scheme? Let's see. Unleashes Wi-Fi revolution in India. It will unleash Wi-Fi revolution in India. According to TRAI, that means Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, in most major economies, 50% to 70% of the total usage time of mobile users is through Wi-Fi, but in India, this figure is less than 10%. PM Vani will help increase Wi-Fi usage through increased presence of Wi-Fi hotspots. It enhances quality of life. Internet access will connect a new wave of users, not just to commercial and entertainment options, but also to education, telehealth and agriculture extension. Apart from this, there will be ease of doing business also. Registration of PDOs will be granted within 7 days of the application, else they will be deemed registered. Also, Communications Ministry has stated that no license fee will be charged for providing broadband internet services. Alright. Apart from this, it creates employments and enhances incomes. The scheme would enable small shopkeepers like tea shop owner to register online as a service provider, which will boost their incomes as well as ensure our youth gets seamless internet connectivity. All right, so these are the benefits, and the more notes you will get in the PDF form later on. All right, okay, so let's see. And this is it for today's. Let's see that there will be a new batch for UP PCS and other state PCS examination, and it will be an individual batch for Indian polity and constitution, and it will be based on pre-cum mains batch, and you can join this batch. Okay, let's see. And the batch will be running from 8:15 in the morning, and you can join this batch by Play Store and installing the app of GS World by Play Store, and the name of the GS World IS PCS Institute app, you can join it and install, and you can join the Indian Polity and Constitution 2021, and the contact number is 9654349902. All right, and those students who know Imran sir very well, he will be teaching you Indian polity and constitution. So this is a must batch for all of you, and you will get the updates of you will get all the updates, PDF material and everything in this batch. All right, okay, thank you so much for today's session. All right, Dheeraj, thank you so much, and today's session is that's all for today. We will meet again tomorrow at 6 p.m. Don't forget to join, come on time, and follow the session, and do subscribe the channel and like the session and share it among your friends. All right, so that's all. Thank you so much and have a nice day.